Hello fellow hunters, this is Jared Lantern, and I'm here with an updated video of the props that I will be selling from my collection. I had a lot of requests for people to, from people to update my list, and I was telling them I would be adding some new props, which I did. I'm completely revamping my haunt for this year, so I'm having to kind of liquidate a lot of the props that I do own currently, to make room for others. And so the best way to let me know if you're interested is to either make a comment here or to just email me. My email will be in the description box below. I'm going to show you everything that I do have available now with just a quick description of any malfunctions or any problems, and that'll also be in the description along with the prices. The prices do include shipping, and so what you see is what you will pay, and that will be made through PayPal. The first one I have available is Undead Granny. She is new to me as of last year. I used her one time. She works 100%, absolutely no problems. All the animation, sounds, and lights do work, and she does include a step pad. The next one is the Possessed Wall Hanger. I purchased this new at a spirit store last year, so it was new to me, and as far as I could tell, it was new to the store. It wasn't a return or anything. The box is kind of damaged, but I actually taped it up to make it a little more firm on the edges. Other than that, it's a perfectly good prop. Everything on it works. Next is the Hay Bale Popper. When looking at the price, please keep in mind that this box is huge and it is very heavy. So it is hefty shipping cost for this, but it does work completely. Next is the Sitting Scarecrow. This is actually a replacement. The one that I had was originally damaged, so this was the replacement. I had it set up last year in the haunt, but I did not have it turned on, so it was basically just a static prop, but it does do the animation and the sound effects. Next is the Harvester. I actually picked him up brand new from a spirit store 2 years ago. I've been wanting to use him in my haunt. I unfortunately just never got a chance to use him. So he is basically new. He's been set up for my reviews, or my review, but otherwise never really used. Next is the pretty rare creepy Caretaker. I bought him last year. Obviously not a newer prop, but pleasantly surprised to find out he worked 100% out of the box, and he still does. I used him last year one time in the haunt, and he works perfectly. Good box condition as well. Next is the Insane Serial Killer. He also works perfectly. I've used him 3 years in a row, and he seems to be working still. I have not had any problems with him. Actually, really good prop. I really don't want to get rid of him, but I kind of have to make room. Next is the Wolf Spitter. As you can see, box is pretty severely damaged. It's a large box, so to take that in consideration for shipping costs. No spitting mechanism for him. The little water reservoir actually is not included either. So no spitting and no lighting of the mouth. But the eyes do light up. Still sound effects, still animation. He does lurch over to chew on the severed leg. So everything does work, but just no spitting and no lighting of the mouth. And so yeah. Next is the original Pumpkin Door Knocker. Original because I believe a newer version was released about 2 years ago. So I think this one is about either 3 or 4 years old. I bought him brand new at the spirit store. Never really used him in the haunt. I'm not even sure if I did a review on him, honestly, but he is pretty much brand new. He's not connected with the Try Me button or anything, but he still is in the box as you would find him in the store. Electrified Maniac. Now this one is this one's kind of a pain to put together, honestly. I purchased this from somebody locally on Craigslist. He had him fully assembled when I purchased him, and he had him assembled since he bought him. And he said he bought him new, so I'm assuming he was assembled standing upright for quite some time. So when he disassembled him for sale, he basically disassembled him incorrectly. So there was a lot of screwing and unscrewing and just kind of manipulating the prop itself on my part to get him to stand upright. He does in fact work completely 100%, but like I said, the assembly, you cannot follow the original directions because that will not help you. It's a pretty convoluted process to get him to get put together, but that's why he's discounted. It's only expensive because the box is very, very heavy. And finally, we have the grave grabbing doll. This is actually the newest in my collection. I bought it at this past year's clearance sale at spirit stores, brand new in the box, and I've never used it other than to make a review for my channel, and that's about it. So those are the props that I have for sale currently. I may be adding more, I'm not sure, as I continue to plan for my 2018 haunt. I do imagine that I will be selling and unloading some of the props that I currently have. Just storage space and just physical space for it in my haunt is starting to become an issue, because I am totally, like I said, revamping the theme of my haunt. And as much as I love all these props that I'm selling, there's really no point of hanging on to them when I'm sure they can probably get a much better home and a lot more use. So please make a comment below if you're interested, or send me an email, also in the description box below, and all the information is there. Thank you guys so much for watching.